Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make a dress romper or a fit and flare dress option. You have several options and the ability to modify with this pattern. So I'm going to go over first just how to figure out what you're going to make. So the first step is to really identify your design. And then after you came up with your design, you're going to determine your size by comparing your measurements to the size chart on the back of the pattern envelope. So basically what we're working with here is you could do a spaghetti strap option or a sleeveless option with shoulders or sleeves. Then you have different neck options, and we could even go from there a step further and make a deeper V or a scoop or a square neck. And then finally we can change the sleeve length or the skirt length. For my example, I'm just going to make a basic V-neck dress pattern, and I'm just going to show you that. So the first thing I determined I was going to be a size 14, and I got out the pattern pieces I would need for a 14. So this is the front piece, size 14, and I know it is the sleeveless or sleeve option instead of the spaghetti strap option. And this piece has this bracket, which means it needs to be folded, placed on the fold, so that when it opens, it's the front of my shirt, it will look like the front of a shirt. And I actually already cut it out, so I'll show you. When it's cut out and it comes off the fold, it will look like this. So that's why it's important it goes on the fold. Another piece that goes on the fold is the skirt. And the skirt piece, it says skirt front or back. So you need to cut the skirt front on the fold so that, again, when it opens, it is mirrored. And then after I'm done cutting this piece, I will place it back there and cut it again for the back, and it will not be on the fold. So that way I have a seam down the back. My fabric is doubled like always, and it is folded hot dog style with the selvage running parallel to the grain line. So after I have gotten my skirt and my top, I want to make room for my facing. So a facing is essentially a mock lining of your top of your pieces. So for this, we're doing a neckline facing. It will finish the top edge of the blouse or the dress. So I'm actually going to slide this out of the way a bit so I can fit my facing. The front facing, it's right here, it says front facing. It is mirrored with my top piece, so it should look the same. And it says it goes on the fold as well because it should replicate my piece. So again, if I lay out the piece I already cut, I can kind of show you. This piece, when it's cut, will fit perfectly along this neckline. It will be like cutting out a giant V so that I can sew this on and finish the top of my shirt. So facings are important. They're like a lining. So that goes on the fold. I'll slide everything down in just a minute. And then I'm going to lay out the back side of my dress. So sliding everything down. I've got a bodice back. So the back of my shirt, it says sleeveless or sleeve option. I need to cut 2, and it's got this grain line, so I know it doesn't go on the fold. It just goes straight with the grain. And then again, I have a mirror like replica of the back. So see how this fits perfectly here. So that's for the lining of it, and that can go anywhere straight with the grain, cut 2. And then I have a short sleeve that I'm going to do. It says cut 2, and it goes with that grain line. However, if you wanted a long sleeve, that is an option. We have lots of options. I just wanted to talk with you in case this wasn't the direction you went. If you chose, instead of this bodice top, to do more of a spaghetti strap option, Then you would swap out these two pieces for the spaghetti strap pieces, and you could choose a shoulder strap. We have a wide shoulder strap for a little bit thicker of an option, and then we have more of a thin spaghetti strap. However, you can do really anything. So you could make it wider, you could make it have ruffles. It's really just important to let me know what you're thinking. I talked about necklines. So this example is showing more of a curved neckline, like a scoop neck, but you could also do a V-neck or a square neck. So if that is the case, then your facing needs to replicate that. So if I'm doing a scoop, then I need the scoop facing. If I'm doing a V-neck, I need the V-neck facing. So I can help you for sure on those, but just know that they need to be the same shape. And that just makes sense because they go together. Finally, if you wanted to make your skirt longer, you could actually draw down the skirt. So if we wanted it to be longer, we would measure from your waist to the floor or however long you want it, and then measure down that amount and extend out to make your skirt longer. If you wanted it shorter, we could certainly do that as well. And we can also decide where the skirt hits. So if you look at it here, these will eventually go together. This is more of a drop waist. However, if I wanted to be more of a high waist, I could fold this piece up a bit and join them like so, so that we have more of a high-waisted skirt and top. So lots of options. As soon as you get them placed, you'll check with the teacher, and then I will approve it to be pinned and cut, and then we'll be ready to transfer some markings.